Good evening, Tottenham fans. Wynnie here again. A bit of a post-match reaction to the game. So, another game, another day, another opportunity to try and get over whatever we've been experiencing these last couple of weeks. So, I did see on social media people saying, you know, we don't win today, we don't win today. There was no way we were never going to win that. I mean, we're talking about Nottingham Forest at home. No disrespect to Nottingham Forest, but it's also not exactly a game to get excited over. But Nottingham Forest, who have scored 3 goals away from home all season, ironically, obviously they score against us. But as I say on the pod every week, I always give the opposition a goal because we are Tottenham Hotspur and we don't know how to defend. So I watched the game illegally. I watched the game, so I missed the first couple of minutes because I was in the car. I was just coming back from the shop, and they said goal at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and they all got excited. Richarlison, you know, the stick that he gave Conte, Conte put him in the team, which I found very strange because that's not like what Conte does. But you know, I then came back in the house a couple of minutes later to see that it had been chalked off, VAR. Can we talk about that decision, please? I mean, I don't like to talk against VAR because it has helped Tottenham in the past, but in what way was that offside? It was on his elbow for a start. You can't score with your elbow, not legally anyway. So I don't know how they came to that decision. I felt terrible for Richie, you know. That would have been the perfect start on the back of what has been, a rough couple of weeks for him. And then the game just kind of played out exactly as I expected. Just a barrage of shots and attempts and build-up play in their half. They didn't really trouble us that much. It was as comfortable as we probably expected the Sheffield United game and maybe the Wolves game to be. But it was comfortable nonetheless. So Harry Kane at the double, trademark penalty. Well, I say trademark penalty. It wasn't a trademark penalty. He normally smashes them into the corner, whereas maybe he's learnt from his last couple, which he's missed, and he put this one straight down the middle. So I thought Richarlison was fantastic. Weirdly playing from the right-hand side, I believe. Unless him and Sonny interchange without us really seeing, I don't know. But he was exactly what we thought we'd get from him, minus the goals. You know, the tenacity, the pressing, the aggression, the link-up play, everything that we thought we were getting for 50 million, we kind of seen today. So very, very, very pleased with Richarlison. Harry Kane and obviously Sonny back amongst the goals again. So I know it's doom and gloom because we are out of all the competitions, and I know we don't want to fight for top 4, but let's just take some solace in the fact that it was a positive performance, because, you know, there hasn't been too many of those positive performances recently. Any more standouts? I would like to say Skippy. I thought Skippy again, you know, in the absence of Bentancur, let's be honest, we were all shitting ourselves when Bentancur went down and we heard the news that he was out till November. But Skippy is looking like the prospect that we thought he was going to be from the youth academy. And, you know, he had that really good period just before he got injured. And then hopefully he's getting back to those levels because once again, you know, a few stray passes, but you know, that's not really his forte, but again, another fantastic performance. Pedro Porro. We saw, I believe, what we are going to get from him. You know, crosses into the box. I thought it was a little bit suspect defensively, but hey, this is a Conte system where wing-backs don't really need to defend. We want them to get forward. Will that change when Conte is not in charge? That depends who is at the helm, but we'll worry about that if and when it happens. So yeah, a very, very positive performance. And I believe, do you know what? I don't even know who we've got next, but I know we're away from home next weekend. So that's showing my terrible knowledge. I should probably know who we have. But either way, we are now, how many points is it? 6 points ahead of Liverpool. I know they have a game in hand, but their next 3 games are, I believe it's Man City, Chelsea and Arsenal or something along those lines. And we have a seemingly easier run. So if we can carry on how we've done today, hopefully Liverpool slip up in the next 3 games, which that they've just lost to Bournemouth, so I would expect them to lose a couple maybe. And we can create a bit of a gap on them. I know top 4 isn't exactly striving for success, but again, as I said previously, maybe it is for Tottenham Hotspur a success. But we'll leave that for another day. That's a discussion for another day. But we're here, we won, and we move on to the next one. So come on, you Spurs.